Welcome back. Let's talk about the NFL and CBD. The National Football League recently announced that it will be launching a research effort to see how cannabis and CBD can help with their players' treatments. Here to discuss this is PureKana CEO Kathy Casey. Thank you for being here, Kathy.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm excited to spend a little bit of time with you today.
All right, so let's talk basics. What can cannabis or CBD offer these players?
Yeah, great question. When I think of, I'm a huge football fan. And so when I see these players step on the field every week and think of either anxiety to perform or the pain that their management during years of beating on their body, I would say that there is some research that suggests that CBD can potentially support both stress and pain. And as we know, sometimes stress leads to sleep, and sleep is very, very much part of a healthy lifestyle.
And I absolutely agree. I was a mover for 3 years, and I used to take CBD to loosen up my back. And former NFLers like Rob Gronkowski and Terrell Davis are just two of the many athletes who publicly endorse CBD products. But why is the league so hesitant to incorporate it?
I think there's just not a lot yet known. We were chatting with someone earlier and said that to prove out the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle or of cannabinoids, ultimately, there needs to be research to do that. And since right now, CBD still is a little bit in the ambiguous space of the FDA, and certainly THC is not yet federally legal, I think the research just hasn't really kept up with the science, right? And so more work that we have to do in this particular space.
And the
So
league,
I think it's just the NFL being cautious, Sam.
right? And the league has always been very cautious. I mean, they used to come down on cannabis harder than like sometimes when players get assault charges. And then in 2020, the NBA stopped testing for cannabis completely.
Yeah.
Now, do you think this helped the NFL change their minds at all?
I do. When I think about a good business case here, I was reading up. I try to follow a lot of the research and insight in the category, and we saw that in an interview of retired NFL players, 26% of them used opioids in the last 30 days. And unfortunately, of those, nearly 50% of them would admit that they're using them in a way unprescribed. And so this is a call of action by the NFL and candidly researchers like us in the industry to say, is there ways and are there ways to support these athletes in a way that could be not habit forming or not, not chronically enabling them to rely on pharmaceuticals.
And now, like you said before, there's a lot we don't know about CBD. It's not FDA approved, and like there's some you can get at gas stations, but like my cousin has a shop and it's a very high quality and actual good product. So what do we have to be aware of before fully incorporating it into our lives?
Yeah, great question. I would certainly do your homework. If you go across the United States, there's actually 3,000 or 4,000 brands. It's a very saturated market. But of those 3,000 or 4,000 brands, there's only about 10 of them that do more than about $10 million a year. And I would call these folks that have great research, have great safety, lead in the areas of innovation, have hyper protocols around safety. One of the things we do is that all of our products are tested 3 times in our plants, in our distribution centers, and in our fulfillment centers. In addition, all of our products are made in actually FDA-approved OTC pharmaceutical facilities. So you do want to do your research and find brands at the forefront of safety as well as innovation.
Well, Kathy, we're running out of time, and I really appreciate you coming on. Where can we learn more about you and PureKana?
Sure, just you can go to PureKana.com. Obviously, this weekend we start a big 420 sale, which many people love. And our stock is PKAN, and it's traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Thank you for your time today, Sam.
Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate you coming on. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.